Welcome, Cancer, to your love reading for December of 2018. So let's look into what you might be going through. So what we're going to do, let's pull out a few cards, just general, like themes that you might face in your love life for December 2018 for Cancer and love. So the Queen of Cups is showing up. So this is the energy of feeling passion. You might want to connect to somebody, but often I can feel it coming through this month as like a red flag. Like, wait a minute, something might be off. My intuition is telling me something. Hey, I'm into this person, but, I want to get closer to this person, but, that might be coming through. So we'll look into that further. Your dreams might be heightened, but often, it's like on certain things without you having to communicate so much to somebody. All right. Other energies for Cancer for December 2018. Then we have the Two of Cups, which is a soulmate connection, and a lot of times that's where you can connect to someone in the non-physical dimension, the non-physical plane, where our spirits can connect and talk to one another and kind of communicate without the words literally being said. And that might be a deep connection that you have with somebody, but is it real? Is it legit? Is it something that's can manifest in the real world kind of thing? That's what you might be feeling. Clarify the Queen of Cups though for Cancer for December 2018. The Three of Wands. I feel like this is an energy where you might feel like you have to wait a bit. Sometimes it might be 3 weeks from when you hear this video. Sometimes it might, be having to kind of take a step back as you focus on other things, goals. You might literally hear that from your love interest's voice, or things where they might be pushing away and telling you, hey, it's not the right time. You could literally hear these things through some kind of a revelational experience that you might have, and I feel like that's the message that might be coming through. Let's see one more message for Cancer for December 2018. Yeah, and the stress might be accumulating with the stars in reverse. That means that as you get that message or revelation, you might take a step back and be like, you know what, this is not going to happen. This is never going to happen. Something is off. You might feel like that as you come through. Some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius who is kind of thumbs down. You might feel like that. You might say that to them. They might be thinking about you in the same way, but it doesn't mean that it's the reality of things. But let's see, what might the person that you're dealing with, so either in a relationship, you're married, or trying to get to know somebody, let's see, what might they be bringing towards you for December? So they have a decision that went right with the story so far. So that's trying to decide on what to do, whether to open up to you, to communicate, to be around you, to accept you back in their life again, or vice versa. It could be flipped around. I feel like that's the energy of kind of waiting, but you might feel like that person is making a decision not to make a decision, to kind of just wait around, and that's going to have you waiting. So it's like, well, what's the point? That's what you might be thinking. What else might they be bringing toward you for December for Cancer? So the Knight of Wands. I feel like that person, some of you might be thinking about someone that needs to move or relocate to be with you, or if you're going to do that, to be with somebody else, and whether or not you're compatible when it comes to the intimate factor. If sometimes it's like being with that person, exposing yourself to that person, being intimate with them, and you're wondering whether or not that's something that you can, if you want to do that, to be around them, or if you open up to them, you might feel like they're going to just run away. Sometimes you might feel, and it could be a fire sign. You have a water sign, fire sign showing up. You did have Aquarius, but you might feel like they might make the request to spend the night, spend some time with them in order to see how things might go. You might feel it's that way, but it does indicate a move or something like that as well for some of you. What else might they be bringing towards you for Cancer? Yeah, it's compassion with strength being there, Leo, but often just I feel like the person you're dealing with, whoever it is, they may have been through a lot. They made some changes with you. You both may have been through a lot through not getting things to work. Sometimes it is kind of trying to communicate, trying to decipher, maybe studying, trying to figure out, do you connect with this person spiritually? Is it in your best interest to be with this person, to make a big change, because you might feel like if you do, things won't work out. That's what's kind of coming to me, and I feel like that person knows that you've been either you're trying yourself to make changes, and that's why I feel like strength is coming out, because they're trying to be tolerant and understanding, but between both of you is still something that's a big change. And let's see, what might their fears be? What might their fears be, your partner or love interest? The Four of Swords. I feel like it's them having a fear of kind of taking a step back and not doing so much, kind of giving up. If they give up and not communicate or not push or not ask so many questions or whatever, or take a break, they might feel like things are going to run away from them, and there's no repair to the connection, I feel. What might your fears be for Cancer for December? Either having children, taking your children away from someone, and bringing them into a new love relationship, for like a stranger, for instance. If you're in love with somebody, your children might not know who that is, because they are, they've been with their father. It's been a marriage. Or trusting friends with your relationship partner, friends that might interfere, being playful, taking things slow. Maybe someone else doesn't want to take things slow, and you might feel like they want to move in or move too quickly, and that might be a scenario I feel like some of you might be dealing with. But often as well, having a child with this particular person might bring a lot of fear within you as well. Maybe because past experiences, where for some of you, much love if you've been through something like that. Maybe you had a miscarriage, or maybe you have too many children, or something like that could be part of what could be blocking the connection. But let's see, and it's almost like having a fear of kind of bringing them around friends, or having them, something like that. Is something there for some of you out there. It won't be for everybody, but let's see, what might be the advice for you, Cancer, for December 2018? Advice. So the Eight of Wands in reverse, often in a setback to a plan, a setback to something that you would like to achieve, or another person in the scenario that you would like to get out of the way, or the other person would like to get out of the way but is not happening. Clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse for Cancer. Whoa, okay. So we have maybe a water sign. We have a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, we spoke about before. But often I feel this is still the energy where you might be very frustrated with somebody, because you, some of you are stuck in between two people. Okay. And having to make a decision might be tough for you. And right now it's almost like both of you stay away from me kind of thing. And as well, it's the energy of where you feel like someone else is not really being committal, or not wanting to. It could be a fire sign. That's how I see that in the middle. If you feel like that's the case, you're not wanting to be bothered by that person, whoever else it might be. And I feel like that's why the decision, it might be frustrating, because remember the star came out in reverse, which is a lack of hope and faith with the connection, because you feel like they might want to just play or be a player. Some of you could have these tendencies going on, just depends on who you relate to. But I feel like that's an issue right now. But let's see one more for advice for Cancer and love for December 2018. Advice. See, indecisive and not sure about what to do, who to explore, who to open up to. And I feel like that's something that you ultimately, this month I decided not to use the Romance Angels cards, because I feel like a lot of times it's important for you to take responsibility for what you are deciding to do, all the time. Who you might be into, where your energy is really drawn to, your heart, the evidence of the connection, and with the other person, how they might be treating you, how you treating yourself. Are you treating yourself good by being with someone who's not treating you, in that way? those are true questions. Are you going back to something that you continue to recycle over and over again? You know that it's not the healthiest to be there, but you're still there. These questions might come up, so I feel like there might be someone new. There might be a connection that you would like to get closer to, but I feel like this is the month where that's under a lot of reevaluation, and a lot of you are potentially focused on more of your inner strength, your health, fitness, things like that you might want to take care of, your mental health as well, and work and maybe career, things like that. But when it comes to making a decision, it might be hard because I think you're really trying to figure out, you're trying to figure somebody out this month, and it might run throughout the rest of the month until next year. Not something that you want to hear, but that's something I'm picking up for a lot of you. So that's going to be a reading for December 2018. I hope the messages did help out. I appreciate all of the support, comments, your likes, shares, and everything like that. And hope you had a great month. And as usual, if you would like to, you can always go to the website, Psychicloveheals.com. That will provide you something personally, a personal reading for you, as these may be general and not directly for you, but it can relate in some form or fashion, I'm sure. So much love and enjoy.